Dacey, a big victory in Essex, 2-1 against Billericay. Just give us your thoughts on the last 2 hours.
I think it was deserved. I think every man was exceptional, and that's what the team talk was at the start of the game. That we kind of put it on them a little bit to say, this is what this game requires, and we're going to need all of you. And you know, it's a slightly different Dulwich to what it was earlier in the season. But I think the boys adjusted really well to what was a very good session on Thursday after kind of giving them recovery Tuesday. And we spoke about obviously trying to break the duck of getting a win. But I think the manner in which we won today is the most pleasing thing, because it was a battle from minute 1 to minute 90. So yeah, for us, that's a nice relief, but I also think well deserved.
We'll touch on one of the big talking points was that we scored a penalty. I think it came to a point in this season where we never thought it would happen again. Just touch on how nice it is for us to actually score from the spot for I think the first time, like 6 attempts or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Christmas come early by the looks of it. Do you know what? All these boys, the ones that have scored and the ones that haven't, still want the ball, and there was no pressure, or I don't think any nerves when Luke picked it up. He's put it away brilliantly. And then the flip side is we've conceded the first penalty as well. So to a bit harsh on Toby with that, because the penalty clips that we picked up, the lad had been going down the middle recently. So I think he did well to kind of stand his ground and guessing that he was going to do there. But I think we scored in the ascendancy when we was on top, and that gave us a deserved lead. And it also gave us something to push forward for.
We'll move on to notable performances then. We'll start with Amadou, obviously a goal, almost acrobatically bagged himself a brace. Just how pleased were you with his efforts this afternoon? It felt like he covered every blade of artificial grass.
This is the kind of games and the time of year on when you want Amadou in your team. This was part of the reason on why we signed him. Thank you, mate. Don't get me wrong, Amo can play. He's good with the ball. He gives us a lot going forward. He's also incredibly good at the other end. You know, when Amadou hits you in a tackle, you know about it. When Amadou leads the running, you go after him. And he should have had more goals this season than what he has had. So for him to have been in the right place, again after working on it on Thursday, and I think for him now, every goal he's got has been important. So to get the winner today is a credit to him and a huge boost for his teammates and the rest of the club.
We'll touch on the back line, especially.
You keep going, because I'm being professional here.
Sorry. We'll touch on Joe and Michael Chambers, obviously very influential performances from them. I suppose Wince as well in that back three today.
They've done exactly what we wanted to do, and I think it's just understanding what the game needs. We gave that instruction over at the start of the game, adjusted it slightly at half time, and ultimately they're here first and foremost to defend, and I thought they were exceptional, along with everybody else in doing that today.
How important is it for us to put in a gritty win like that, and a performance that really is different from that start of the season where we were kind of playing teams off the park? This one we had to really put a shift in and bodies on the line type stuff, especially at the end.
Well, we're showing that we can do the best of both sides. I think when you're winning and you're cruising past teams and you're passing them on the pitch, you're not able to run as much, so being able to press is significantly easier. But yeah, for us, we'd had performances of late, especially at home, #Cray Valley, Wingate, where we were losing the battles and the games were won and lost over errors and not doing enough to connect with first balls, dealing with second balls, being able to break play up, and I think we covered every single blade of grass today. So the boys, I don't think, didn't believe, but I think now that it's instilled in them that we can do both, and that if we can instigate the game plan, however it may be, home and away, going forward and become significantly more difficult to beat, we have enough going forward to be able to win games.
We'll touch then finally, pardon me, on our supporters. I know some get annoyed that I ask you about our fans every now and again. A few of them have stood by and watched us to our right. A couple are chanting over there now. They can't even hear me, that end. How important have they been for this run, and how much does that 3 points mean to you to give them, especially at a place like Billericay that historically there's a bit of a rivalry between the clubs? It's probably more led by one of the sides than the other.
They're the heart and foundation of every football club, and even more so ours. A huge selling point on Dulwich is being able to play in such a crowd as much as you do. And then you have the core, excuse me, that follow us home and away, and will come on a velocity Tuesday night with an old man and his dog. And I think for a huge proportion, they've seen the difference on what we've tried to make with the culture, from my staff, for the players, to the feel around the club, to the philosophy and in which we play. And don't get me wrong, there's been times when it hasn't worked, and I'll rightfully put my hands for that and take the flak. But there's days like today where it's not just for us to enjoy, it's more important for the fans to enjoy. Whether you were here or not, that's a big win for us. But it's got to kick on to next week with Lewis, and it's got to kick on to Ramsgate and Kingstonian after that. So, or it might have even been in between. So for us now, it's brilliant. We've ended the little bit of a duck. It's another away win, which I think then breaks the record for away wins last season.
I think we passed that already. I think
it's been a while since we won away anyway. But yeah, for us now, it's been a good week, being able to be back into training twice a week. We're going to now really start to get Jaden back, AJ back. Nyron's not going to be too long. Jeff, the quality of what we're going to have competing for the positions are going to allow us to push up the table, but it's really important that we enjoy tonight but build on going forward.
Perfect. Dacey, we'll leave it there. We'll let you enjoy the rest of your weekend and another Tuesday off for training, and we'll catch up with you next week at Lewis.
Oh, man. Thank you.